Welcome back to Warsaw Fan TV. I'm reacting to Matt Sadler's comments and the Twitter comments that have come out post that, and going to talk about what I think is the answer. First of all, Matt Sadler, he said after the game, in terms of us, we have to learn from this because we want to play in these games. We're going to continue to play in these games as they're only going to come even more enjoyable. Sadly weren't enjoyable, mate. It was torture. From my side of the fence, we've got to learn from that. What we do differently next time, how we move forward onto the next bit when we face these occasions again. Next, he went on to say, let anyone who doubts us doubt us. We'll use that as motivation. Use it as drive to go and attack the next bit. That's the only way we'll approach things. We're going to try and enjoy what we've earned to be in the position we're in. Well, the position we're in. Well, we were in a very good position, and we should have learnt in February that people had worked us out, and we needed to change things. Some of the initial comments coming back on Twitter. Galatians has commented, well, he's put himself in career-defining pressure now. He needs to seek outside help and advice because he's on the verge of being remembered for the biggest mess-up in football history, or just about scraping through what we should have done and sewn up weeks ago. JF says 2 wins in 16 games. If you ain't learned from that, then you never will. Stop sticking to the same formation week in, week out, because opposite teams have learned and can see right through us. I think that is the key, really. Martin Duckhouse, have to learn. You have had since January to learn. Maybe learn not to sign players who are not fit and nowhere good enough for the first team. January cost us big time again. Can't believe he still has a job. Well, Matt Sadler is definitely under pressure. We did say at the time here on this channel when he had his contract extension, it seemed a bit sort of premature. Bear in mind we're only halfway through the season. So that's proved to be the point. And Matt Sadler is under massive pressure now. So what is Matt Sadler to do now? Does he carry on as he is and hope that things are going to change? Or does he need to make a significant change to pull things round? We can't say he hasn't made any changes. Sam Hornby coming in for Tommy Simpkin. Tommy Simpkin had made a few errors, and with the pressure building, a more experienced keeper, what I think was the right move. And Sam Hornby's done okay. Some of the challenges that went in, that he sort of came out and met on Saturday, I think Tommy Simpkin maybe wouldn't have been so brave in those moments. So I think that's the change he made, which made sense. Harry Williams, he took Harry Williams out the side, and initially putting Oshie in there, we had some good defensive performances, but overall, that's not really worked. Evan Weir has been impressive whenever he's played. He's gone into the back three and give Tyler Allen a chance to move forward. So again, that's another positive move that Matt Sadler has made. Hasn't quite had the effect, but the fact that Tyler Allen is our standout player, having him higher up the pitch does make sense. So that's another positive move he's made. But then we look at things that haven't changed, that maybe is affecting us. Liam Gordon, we do love Liam Gordon. His runs down the left, he's cutting inside, but I mean he was guilty for 2 of the goals on Saturday, and after a couple of games in internationals, on top of a player that's already exhausted, I think a break for him is probably due. Nathan Asimwe has come in, done excellent on the right at right wing back, while Connor Barrett was suspended. I quite like the idea of Asimwe coming over to the left and putting Connor Barrett back in on the right and giving Liam Gordon a break. Another player who's been up and down. Sometimes he'll have a really good half and a really good performance, but of late he's been making a lot of mistakes. Ryan Stirk. Alfie Chang can play that position. If Walsall wanted to change things up, rather than lumping it up to Jamil Matt, we could play a high press, which we have been doing, but also have an opportunity to pass it round in the midfield. So bringing in Alfie Chang and George Hall and Taylor Allen, we've got some good competitive players in there who maybe will play the game slightly different and open up spaces that we can exploit with a player like Ethan Wheatley. Ethan Wheatley is not going to win the aerial challenges, but the guy's got good control, good pace, and we know he's a good finisher. So is it time for Ethan Wheatley to step in and show what all the Man United fans are talking about? Also, Levi's come into the team and done well, so I think he should continue. But the real question there is, can we play without Jamil Matt? Whenever we've played without Jamil Matt, we've sort of lacked punch up front. But maybe Jammer coming off the bench would be an interesting thought. If we started with Wheatley and Levi, maybe we've still got DJ that could come off the bench and join in with things. Ronan Mayer's back. Whether he's going to get game time, we don't know. And then, of course, there is the crazy suggestion that we change formation. Are we going to do that? 4-4-2, Albert Adoma on the right wing. That would be a much more stylish midfield there. Maybe Chang, Hall, Adoma and Taylor Allen across those four. That would surprise a few and would add a new dimension to our game. So what do you think? Do you think that is madness? Matt Sadler, I think if he's going to stick with 3-5-2 with pretty much the same personnel, he's risking getting fired, I think. A few rumbling that now. There are times when you need to think, is it working? No, I need to change it. And that's not in a game, that's before the game. So switching to a back four or a back three with different personnel. Let me know in the comments, what do you think? Tomorrow I'll be doing a predictions for the running. So expect that tomorrow. Horse Fan TV, the joy and the pain. Thanks for watching.